get a lot of emails about these nasty little creatures. This is the IC, the interchangeable core lock. This one happens to be a Falcon, but then Arrow makes them, Best makes them. In fact, this is a Best BE1 keyway. They're all pretty much the same thing. They all contain 2 shear lines. I get a lot of questions about that. So think of it like a shear line and a B shear line. All the pins have to be at the A shear line in order to get an opening to the control, and all of them have to be at the B shear line in order to get the lock to open normally. Now if you pick half the pins to B and half of them to A, you're not going to get an open to either shear line. And if you say, if it's a 6-pinner, you pick 5 of them to the B shear line, and you get unlucky, you get that last one to the A shear line, you're not going to get open to either shear line. So while you might think there's a lot of finesse involved in getting these, picking, single pin picking, it is possible. You just got to be really lucky, that's all. So let's increase the odds. And I increase my odds by a technique, I probably demonstrated this quite a while ago, called bitch picking. Bitch picking is purely random. It is no finesse whatsoever, and I'm really just trying to pick as many pins as fast as possible, and sooner or later I'm going to get lucky. I'm going to hit the one shear line or the other. Now we can pick to control or operating, and in fact there's some special tools, very expensive tools that are designed. These are the I-Core tensioning tools designed to pick to control. We'll talk about those in just a minute. Let's first talk about bitch picking. When I pitch, bitch pick, I use a normal tension wrench. Instead of the short end, I like to use the long end. And the reason I do that is because the long end is less likely to bind up in the bottom of the keyway and gives a little bit better support. So I just like it, and it seems to work better for me. For bitch picking, generally I use the strongest pick that I have. Nice thick. This is a 25,000. This one happens to be from Sparrows. You can use any pick because, again, it's not finesse. This is not about touch and feel. This is about pick violence. All right? Okay, when I begin, I like to put heavy tension, not light. I've never had a lot of luck with light tension on these kind of locks. Got to be heavy. And then I just stick the pick in there at the beginning and then randomly just start beating on those pins. I'm going to try to keep my left hand still as if this was a door lock. And I just bounce up and down, just basically forcing those pins into place. The idea being that sooner or later you're going to get lucky. And believe it or not, this is faster than SPPing. Even though we're not getting lucky right away, you just recock it. Again, don't pinch up on the bottom there. Heavy tension, and then just start beating on those pins again. And there you go. How lucky was that? There we are to control. And I don't have any keys for this, and this is the first time I've actually had it open. So we have, I'm not going to pull that off of there, but it looks like a 6-pinner. So it does work. Now let's talk about another technique. Let's put that dude back in there. Get him lined up. I must have bounced on those in the back a little bit. Line them up. Alright, I'm going to lock him back up. Let me show you another technique. Again, you use the same tension wrench, and this is kind of like bitch picking, except I like to use a rake. This is a Bogota. This is also from Sparrows, but again, it's the nice thick one, the 25,000th. Okay, I'm going to put heavy tension again, slide that pick in there, and again, just start, just like with the pick, except now I've tripled my chances. And just bounce him up and down inside of there. Hopefully, recock. This is a lot faster than using the normal hook. So it doesn't take nearly long in between the different recocks. But obviously it's taking longer because it's on camera. Yeah. Get in there. Heavy tension, heavy tension. It's kind of counterintuitive. Oh, come on, baby. Maybe we'll stick with bitch picking. There we, oh my God, we got to control again. I can't tell you how unusual that is. Usually it's a straight up open. But anyway, there you go. That's how you different techniques to get them open, and even better, get them to control. Now you see this is a 6-pinner, and this is actually one of the older housings, and you can see the holes in the bottom. And there are also, I may as well go ahead and lock it, and you should be able to see the holes. These are the holes that are inside of the sleeve to control. You saw how that rotated out of a line? Let's talk about these. These are I-core tension tools, and these are specifically designed to go in there, and you can see they're different thicknesses, slightly different spacings. There's 3 of them in the kit. I can't remember what these cost, but they are quite expensive. And you can see those little cuts are designed to go into the lock, and those little notches will fit into the holes. And then once they fit into the holes and you put tension, you're only tensioning the core, or the operating shear line core sleeve. So hopefully you would only tension it on the B shear line, the shear line that will get you into the operating, so you can pull the core out, put in a new lock. I got to tell you, I've had these things for years. As I said, very expensive. The theory is there, but this is a case where the theory doesn't necessarily match up with reality. I've never had any luck with these. I feel like these were kind of a waste of money. I've had much better luck picking to control, as you can see, using the technique with either bitch picking or just raking while I'm applying very heavy tension. Anyway, fellas, there you go. These aren't really that tough to get into. They're a little harder when you get to the 7-pinners, but still possible using either of these 2 techniques. Anyway, fellas, thanks for your time. Stay safe, stay legal. Good luck getting into these things.